Hello, everybody. My name is Lucid, and today we are going to be doing something that y'all have been asking for a very long time now, which is a Lucid Dreams Q&A. Now, a quick disclaimer before we start. Not all of your questions will be answered. I am very sorry. Some of them are questions that multiple people have asked, and some I'm just not ready to reveal yet. Also, if you're like a major, theorizer, or, I don't want small spoilers, I would recommend clicking off, but nothing is too big is going to be revealed. So, let's get started. What is each of the characters' favorite colors? Okay, Akira's is blue, Tikki is green and pink, Daisy's is pink, Mike is neon blue, Alex is purple, Derek is orange and purple, Rex is red, Rosie is yellow, Nighty is cyan, Daydream is yellow, and Luna's is black. Headcanons and numeships allowed? Yes, please, I encourage it. I love saying it. What does Tikki have to say to his haters? Okay, I'm gonna do a Tikki impression, and Yuki, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I don't shut up, I grow up. When I look at you, I throw up. When will you make official playlists for the characters? I am trying to work on it. I am very sorry I haven't sooner. I have a lot of things I have to work on. What would all the characters' favorite holidays be? Akira's is Halloween, Tiki's is Christmas, Daisy's is Valentine's, Mike doesn't know what holidays are, Derek's is April Fool's, Alex is Halloween, Rosie is Christmas, Rex is Halloween, Nighty is Halloween, Daydream's Easter, and Luna's is Halloween. Who's Tiki's number one fan? Is their name Max? At this point, yes. Is Tikki an aura former? Yes. What advice do you have for beginners? I am not good at tips or advice, but I can give you tips of how to get more motivation. What I do is I just watch a bunch of indie film college projects that people do for animation, and it gives me motivation, but that's just me. How old are the characters? Akira is 12, Tikki is 13, Daisy is 16, Mike is 16, Derek is 17, Alex is 17, Rex is 22, Rosie is 30, Nighty and Daydream are both 32.5 billion, and Luna's about 1,000 years old. You want a cookie? Yes, thank you. What was each character's fixation or hobby before entering Lucid Dreams? Akira was into theatricals and puppetry, Tikki liked astrology, Daisy was into dancing, Mike did literally nothing, Derek, he played guitar, Alex was into axe throwing, Rex liked chemistry and science, Rosie liked acrobatics. What are each of the main cast's favorite memories in their time being there? Akira hasn't really been there long enough to have a memory yet, but Tikki, Daisy, and Mike share the same one of meeting each other. Not anymore, though. Derek and Alex are glad they both met each other, because they knew each other outside of Lucid Dreams. Rex is meeting Rosie, and Rosie is meeting Tikki. Of who's been there the longest and who's been there the least longest. Just want to mention I love your work, and you've inspired me a lot. Thank you, that means so much. Daisy was the first one there, and then Mike, then Tikki, then Derek, Alex, Rex, then Rosie, then Akira. Tikki say if he found out I want him dead? He would say good luck. And what would be Rex and Rosie's favorite thing to do together? Well, they really like doing crafts or anything that involves making things, but the only problem with that is Rosie is the creative making part, and Rex is the type that likes to break things and see how the inside of them works. You get the idea of Lucid Dreams. So Lucid Dreams was actually based off of the dreams I had as a kid, and then once I figured out it was lucid dreaming, then I kind of got more inspiration from that. And it was originally a book I was gonna write and publish, but in the few years of me making it, the Digital Circus pilot came out, and then I was introduced to indie animation, and that's how I learned to animate and get where I am now. Are there any canon ships? Yes, there are a lot of canon ships, actually. But I'm not going to explicitly say them, because I am okay with people multi-shipping too, and you can also just go to my old animations and kind of get an idea there. Who's the most important lore character other than Akira, Nighty, Daydream, and Luna? Well, my favorite lore character is probably Daisy, but the most important is Tikki. How many episodes are you doing until the finale? And what will you do after Lucid Dream has ended? I'm going to do 15 episodes. There's technically going to be 3 seasons and 5 episodes in each season. And after Lucid Dreams ends, I already have another show in mind called Different, and I'll talk about that more in the future. Try to get partnership and help from the indie saving community, Glitch Productions. So, I don't think that's gonna be like a real big thing because I do everything myself, and Glitch usually works with other productions or other groups of people. And I animate on Flip-A-Clip, and I just don't think I'm ready to take that step yet, but I would be honored to be noticed by them. I have one question. This is aimed at Tikki specifically. So, does he like it in the dreamscape world, or does he not like it there? What's his opinion on the place itself? Well, Tikki, he tries to act like he likes it, but deep down, I think he's the one who hates it the most. Character is the oldest one you made, like creation date. Well, I would say Akiro because she is the OC that grew up with me, but at the time when I was first making Lucid Dream, she had a different name and was part of a different storyline. So I guess the first person I made for Lucid Dreams was Derek. And that's because Derek was based off of someone I would actually see in my dreams all the time. Anytime I had a dream where it was like a store or somewhere that needed a cashier, he would always run the place. So I drew him one day and made lore for him, and now we're here. Our fandom wiki for Lucid Dreams. I have gotten this question a lot. Currently, no, and I've been trying to make one, but I'm still figuring out how the whole thing works. So if anyone wants to help me, let me know. How old are you? I am not revealing my age yet, but I am a minor, so don't say anything weird to me online. Kira take pills because in one of your videos called Puppet Hour OC Lore, there was a pill. So then, does she take the pills? Yes, and she takes them for many reasons that I will not name yet. Kira likes to talk in a different language, like Russian. Currently, none of my characters are bilingual except for Rex, but unless you would count the Turkish dub that we have, which you guys should totally go watch and support the production that made that, because they're awesome, I would say no. Why is Tikki's past hidden? You'll find that out in episode 3. Whose design took you the longest to come up with? That would be Rosie. I didn't make Rosie until I was halfway done writing the book itself, and she went through a lot of different character designs. See everyone's human design? Yes. It's everyone's birthdays. So the characters actually share the same birthdays as their voice actors. And I sincerely apologize, I cannot remember all of the birthdays, but Akiro is July 11th, Luna is June 19th, and Tikki is December 8th, I think. I'm sorry. Who is your favorite character? My favorite character has not been released yet, and you will see him in later episodes. But for right now, out of the characters that you have seen, my favorite is Tikki. Give Akiro a warm blanket and milk and cookies. Share some with Tikki too. Of course, be a fandom name. For right now, online and just anywhere in general, I've been just calling it LD. Akiro gonna be okay? No. What are the religions and nationalities of each character? For religion, nothing is canon. Again, I like to open headcanons to everybody. I would say Akiro is Christian, though. Same with maybe Rosie. Nationalities, again, nothing is necessarily canon, except for Rex, who is Puerto Rican. Tikki like aliens in real life? Yes, he's really big on aliens and astrology and everything space-like. Can I give them all a hug? I feel like they all need a hug. Yes. How does it feel seeing so many people support LD and make fan art of your characters? I love and appreciate every single fan art, edit, animation, cosplay, anything you guys make me. I seriously can't thank you enough. I never would have thought I got this far. It was just honestly going to be like a little passion project of mine since I was writing a book. But it's come so far and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Pregnant with Tikki's child? I would hope not. Tikki is a minor and a lot younger than I am. Nighty and Daydream have human forms at all or any other form. So, for other forms, Nighty and Daydream do switch outfits throughout the series, and they even change their main clothes every single generation. And what you see now isn't even their real form. They just choose that so they don't look so scary in front of humans. For human forms, no, they actually don't have any canon races, human forms, or anything that you'll see that's like that. I've mentioned in one of my older posts that it's because I want people to have their own headcanons and not argue about what race they are, so anything is open. Does Akira have schizophrenia? The big question. No! In the pilot, when Akira's friend said that, they mostly say that because Akira talks about hearing voices all the time, which she does, but that's not caused from schizophrenia. In the diary entry, we got Akira after episode 1. Is that canon to the series? I asked this because she was making a deal with Luna, but then she had no idea who Luna was in episode 2. So basically, there's going to be multiple diary entries, and they are all canon. They kind of take place after the episode, but after the next episode, and it's kind of talking about both of them, and it's hinting to you what the next episode is going to be like. Will we ever get to see more about Akira's home and school life before she went into Lucid Dreams, or how her friends/family reacted to her being asleep or gone? So, Akira does have an episode focused on her, like all the other characters, which is episode 5, which is called Puppet Hour. But unlike the other episodes, that one does not focus on Akira's past life. It just focuses on her. And you won't really get to find out what happened to Akira and her trauma until one of the last episodes. That is all for the Q&A. Thank you so much for listening and sending in questions. I loved reading all these and answering them. It was amazing. I am really sorry that I couldn't answer everybody's. I didn't even see half of these questions until after I finished recording this. So, yeah. Have a good day. Bye.